Nicki Minaj recently lashed out at Jay-Z, accusing him of sabotaging her career and orchestrating her arrest in a foreign country. For some time now, Nicki has been warning about Jay-Z and Roc Nation trying to ruin her, but many dismissed her claims as mere attempts to stay in the spotlight and justify her feud with Megan Thee Stallion. However, after her recent arrest and the suspicious circumstances surrounding it, people are beginning to take her allegations more seriously. There is growing concern that Jay-Z might even pose a threat to Nicki's life if she isn't protected from the industry's machinations. The controversy erupted a few days ago when Nicki went live on Instagram, documenting her arrest at an airport in Amsterdam for allegedly carrying illegal substances in her luggage. This incident has sparked widespread speculation and concern for Nicki's safety.
Because you are carrying...
I'm not carrying.
Okay, but it's not a question here. I think it's...
I'm not carrying.
Right?
Number one, when I came here,
yeah.
the back...
You can go inside.
No, I'm not going in there. I need a lawyer present.
You will get a lawyer.
No, I need a lawyer present now.
Okay, please.
Where am I going? I have no idea where I'm going.
You have to go to the police station.
What address is that?
It's 5 minutes away.
It's 5 minutes away.
What's the address of the police precinct?
When you will get your next show, we have to do it very fast, and we will help. But
you're talking about my show?
Yes.
What about it?
Yeah. We talked.
Nicki Minaj was set to kick off the European leg of her Pink Friday 2 tour, but the show was cancelled due to significant complications with authorities. Nicki has alleged persistent harassment and unnecessary searches by airport officials. She claims this time they went to extreme measures, accusing her of transporting illegal substances and seizing her luggage, which she never saw put on the plane. Customs were supposedly involved, adding to the delays. Nicki believes these actions are part of a broader effort to sabotage her tour, orchestrated by individuals with significant financial motives. On Twitter, Nicki accused specific groups of trying to sabotage her tour and stealing money from her. She revealed a pattern of harassment, including constant and intrusive airport searches. Nicki also alleged that her tour manager was embezzling between $30,000 to $40,000 by inflating travel expenses and pocketing the difference. This fraudulent activity reportedly happened every time she boarded a flight. Nicki's frustration was evident as she pointed out that despite her wealth, it took her a considerable amount of time to realize someone was stealing such substantial amounts daily. She fired the implicated individuals, which she believes prompted the recent aggressive tactics aimed at disrupting her tour. She suspects these former associates are now retaliating by paying others to create chaos and prevent her from performing. She mentioned that after firing her management for inflating jet costs by $30,000 to $50,000 per trip, they tried to force her to book new jets, further complicating her tour logistics. The ultimate goal, according to Nicki, was to cause delays and pocket significant sums of money. Nicki's accusations highlight a troubling pattern of exploitation and sabotage from within her own team and by external forces. These allegations suggest a coordinated effort to undermine her tour's success, driven by greed and retaliation from those she dismissed for unethical behavior. Despite the setbacks, Nicki remains vocal and determined to expose the misconduct and continue her tour. While all this was happening, Megan decided to be petty by posting several selfies of herself relaxing at home. She told her fans she couldn't wait to see them at her show, and this post was made around the same time Nicki was being arrested and had to cancel her own show. Many people noticed the shade Megan was throwing and quickly jumped into her comments. One person said, "This is exactly what they want. Nicki locked up so the horse can prosper, and it'll never happen." Another commented, "They always worried about shading Nicki anyway." Not long after, Nicki was released from police custody after spending about 5 hours in jail. It turned out the substance in question was weed, which is actually legal in Amsterdam. What's even more messed up is that the weed found in her bag didn't belong to her, it was one of her security guards. Instead of going after him, they decided to arrest Nicki to humiliate her and give the blog's material to label her as a criminal, a narrative they've been trying to push for a while. The Dutch police released a statement after her release that read, "We have just released a 41-year-old American woman who we arrested this afternoon at Schiphol on suspicion of possessing soft drugs. After consultation with the Public Prosecution Service, the suspect was fined and can continue her journey." When all this went down, people couldn't help but notice how shady the whole situation was. They basically arrested her for nothing and managed to get her show canceled, which is what Nicki said they were trying to do all along. Some believe external factors were at play to sabotage her and create a smear campaign against her tour. People suspect that Jay-Z and Roc Nation were involved. In fact, during her feud with Megan a few months ago, Nicki called out Jay-Z and Roc Nation for trying to destroy her career to replace her with Megan.
That Roc Nation brunch got you feeling like you could talk about my family. And I have a 3-year-old innocent child. Have had my home swatted twice with drawn. They magically, no one seemed to find the person.
She posted a couple of tweets mentioning Jay-Z and the Roc Nation team, stating that her next song will explore people's desire to be fired for unknown reasons, leaving many blindsided and hurt. She allegedly said she's willing to go broke to replace her, adding, "Fix it, Jesus." In response to a Roc Nation post, she remarked, "But she's the little broke independent artist. Desire, you got to let it go, baby. The world knows she's ass and can't rap. Stop trying to make fetch happen. Hashtag Bigfoot." She released a song with no promotion or video, noting that even before her feud with Megan, she accused Jay-Z and Roc Nation of sabotaging her. A few months ago, she lashed out at Elliott Wilson for criticizing her appearance on a live stream with Kai Cenat to promote Pink Friday 2. She told Elliott, "If you would stop kissing Jay-Z's ass for 1 second, you'd be happy for newcomers. Isn't that how you tried to tarnish my image by saying I'm not welcoming to new girls? I did songs with all of them. Why aren't you happy for a young black man like Kai? I've seen many of your tweets disrespecting me,
You
idiot."
know how many tweets I've seen you post disrespecting me, Idiot Wilson? All of y'all, for some reason, when y'all are around certain people, y'all feel that y'all have this power. Why, when y'all have an affiliation to Jay-Z in some sort of way, y'all be thinking that y'all can disrespect and violate?
According to the renowned YouTube blogger Stir Monroe, who typically sources his information from Hollywood insiders, he claims to have received information suggesting Jay-Z's involvement. Monroe alleges that there's a team funded by Roc Nation tasked with monitoring every move Nicki makes, which allegedly includes providing information to authorities. This purportedly explains how the Dutch police were aware of Nicki's luggage even before her arrival. Monroe posits that the entire situation was orchestrated from the start to discredit Nicki and undermine her tour with negative publicity.
Was that allegedly Jay-Z and Roc Nation is behind this? Jay-Z and Roc Nation has been after Nicki for a while, especially after she released that song Bigfoot, Goodfoot. But even long before then, there had been beef, which I did not realize. So, from what I'm being told, wait, let me read the intel as it's coming in. Was trying to get her arrested, but of course legally. That's why they waited till she was overseas to do this to her. Oh, Roc Nation wanted to make sure that when she got arrested or apprehended for whatever, because you know in the industry they can get you set up with all kinds of charges. All right. It said that they wanted to make sure her husband was not with her, because her husband is her protection, which we know that. But we know, being said, Roc Nation is looking to bankrupt Nicki. And this is why there has been several stories planted about her being broke, going broke, or needing to constantly tour because she's close to being broke. So listen, this was absolute setup and sabotage. And if I was Nicki, I would fire my whole team. Fire the whole security team. There is a mole. Get rid of them all. There is a mole. Because now that I think about it, Roc Nation got Meg. The only competition that Nicki has is Meg. Let's keep it real. It ain't Lotto. It ain't Mocha Latte. What's the other rappers out here? There's nobody. It ain't Cardi. I know y'all wanted it to be Cardi. It ain't Cardi. She was absolutely set up. Also, Tory Lanez was supposed to sign the Roc Nation first, and the second option was Meg. See? But y'all remember, When Tory Lane's daddy said, "This is Rock Nation," we all thought he was crazy. If it's anything we've learned in 2024, you can't put none past these celebrities. Ain't nothing that come out that sound crazy, far-fetched. I promise you it's not. Not even Doja Cat, no. Not even Doja Cat. I wonder if the industry is attempting to get rid of Nicki to put Meg on top, to put Meg in her spot. Okay, I'm gonna read this to y'all as it's coming in. This civil arrest that she went through is gonna make her afraid to continue to travel to finish the tour over there because it made her hot. Remember, Drake had to escort her to Toronto. This is why she's fearful of traveling internationally. I didn't know that.
It seems evident that there's a deliberate attempt to undermine Nicki, and it appears that these attacks are originating from Rock Nation. The motive seems to be to sideline Nicki and elevate Meg in her place. This theory gains traction when considering Nicki's strong reaction to Meg's interaction with her husband in a recent song. It suggests a long-standing animosity stemming from Rock Nation's actions. As expected, people are forming their own interpretations of these events. Like this person who said, "I agree, me is touring now," and this was an attempt to mess up Nicki's tour. Jay-Z will never not be petty. Nicki has never had anything like this happen before on her tours. She knows how to travel for F's sake. Another person said, even if Nicki left the country on her own accord and retired, Meg still would never take Nicki's place, just as Tlo can't replace Beyonce or Tyler can't replace Rihanna. It's intriguing to ponder Nicki's arrest in a country where her actions are legal, and the idea of Jay-Z orchestrating things adds another layer of complexity. As for us, we're here to discuss and share perspectives. Join the conversation and share your thoughts. And if you're up for it, check out the suggested video for more messy details.